notes. Welcome to Popcorn Buckets.
You said you did or you didn't?
We'll figure that out in a minute, Devin.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of notes for this one. Welcome to Popcorn Buckets. Today we are continuing our Superman movies by Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, Dark Vader was Superman. Join the dark side, Lois. Join the dark side. The Force is strong. The Force is strong with this one.
Okay, there we go. I could not hear you for a minute there, and I had you turned all the way down on my mic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I was like, what's happening?
They can't hear me.
Nope. I'm back at it again with another Superman shirt.
Yeah.
I have a lot of them.
I know. I need to my one Superman shirt finally got faded. The one that I have like all the classic covers.
I've got one that I've had since I was middle school.
Really? It still fits?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've gained some weight, but not a lot of weight, Devin.
Oh, okay.
I can't find my Batman shirt, though.
No, not the Batman.
And I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere in this apartment.
Oh, it's somewhere in the apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Luna's probably cuddling with it. She's like, this is my dad's. It's mine now.
She does that sometimes with my sweaters.
You check with Sally Mae? She might have it.
I don't know, actually.
She might have had to turn herself into a Batman costume. She's like, I am the night. I will protect.
See, Luna would do that more than her. Luna's begun this thing where if I go to the bathroom without her, all of a sudden from the other room, and Hannah was home the other day over the weekend, and she was like, "What on earth is happening?" And I'm like, "I didn't let her go to the bathroom with me." She goes, "You what?" And I'm like, "She's screaming because I wouldn't let her go to the bathroom with me."
It'd be like that.
And Hannah just started laughing at me and did not take this serious.
I mean, it'd be like that. But yeah. So we're continuing part 2 of our series of the Christopher Reeve Superman series, which way better than part 1 in my opinion.
Yes.
Like way better. Like I'm rating this one higher than I did in part 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this. I did enjoy how they recap the first movie for people because it was like a 2 years difference. 2 or 3 years difference. So I'm like, yeah, that's a good little recap. Was it 2? What was that? It's Bat Luna.
No, because Luna's in front of me. She's confused too. I think somebody just tried to come in my apartment.
Well, it was nice knowing you.
Can we pause? Is there a pause button? I want to figure this out. We'll be back up. Hello. I am alive. Apparently, it was an Amazon package that didn't drop it off in the mailroom like they were supposed to.
And so they just dropped it off at your door?
They threw it at my door.
Oh.
So they did not. They just, that loud bang, I think they threw it. Luckily, there was nothing breakable. It was, the weird thing is, it's something I ordered after. So my original package, like for Hannah's gift, is running late.
And
now it's, I don't understand Amazon. Like, we've got an Amazon facility, so it should be close. But now it's like delivering tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday is when Hannah's gets here. The stuff I ordered for the kid's birthday, for my niece and nephew's birthday, part of it's already here.
But the other part's not?
Yeah. And I ordered like the kid stuff yesterday.
Uh,
So I'm a bit confused.
mm. But yeah, we're continuing part 2 of the Superman series, which was way better than Superman 1. And the basic start of the movie, they recap it. It turns out when Superman was in space and I'm an alpha male, Lex Luthor sent out some alpha ways, and General Zog and his 2 generals, whose names I can't pronounce and I'm not going to try to pronounce, released them from their prison, which they replaced in the first one.
So it's Zod. Say Zod with me.
Zod.
Ursa.
Ursa.
Where's the other one? Hold on a second. Non.
Zod. Nod.
Ursa. Ursa's the girl.
Well, duh.
Non is the guy, the heavyset wrestler guy. And Zod is the guy with the goatee.
Dude, listen, I'm not going to lie to you. Halfway throughout this movie, I'd get the 2 characters mixed up because I'm like, that's Zod. No, the wrestling guy's Zod. I don't know. One of them's Zod.
Why? You don't know who Zod is. Zod is like infinitely famous in like Superman lore.
I mean, I know his lore, but in the movies, they just look so identical to me. And I'm like, one of them is in charge here. And then I figured it out when she's like running to him on top of the building. And they're like, she's like, oh no, the wrestling guy's trapped. And he's like, hold my beer. I'm done with this shit. And he just went to town. Poor Superman didn't have a chance. There you go.
I am perplexed.
Really?
Oh my gosh, I can't hear you.
Really?
Yes, I am perplexed. But if you could recap the movie so I could recover.
Wow.
The fact that you couldn't get 2 characters that you know straight.
I'm just saying, like in this movie, they draw 3 dressed the same, and I'm like,
yeah, it's called a uniform.
They just look too similar. 2 guys just look similar, and I'm like, oh god, I'm lost.
So when you go to a restaurant and they're all wearing the same uniform, you're all, oh my gosh, I can't tell who's who. They're all confusing me.
Yes, Kyle.
That's you.
Yes. That's why I let Megan order for me. That's why anytime we go into this group, I speak last because I'm just sitting there. They're all the same. They're all the same.
How did they get the cloning technology down?
We're at Olive Garden.
It's like a heavy-set black man and a skinny little blonde woman. And you're like, I can't tell who's who.
I can't tell them apart. I can get my heart ventilating. Hold up. But no, I don't know. They were all wearing generic black, and I mean, it was cool, I guess. But I'm like, this is the 80s.
Yeah, that's why it was like very space piratey.
Yeah, it was. It was a cool idea.
I just don't think you really picked up on it. I think this is more of a you thing, my guy.
That everybody looks the same?
Yeah, because they did not look that similar.
I thought they did, but that's just me. You're right. It's a me thing.
I really do think this is just a you thing.
Yeah, it's a me thing. I'm sorry. But yeah, they get released, and then old Luther's like, hey, I'm a Chad Alpha, and you're a Chad Alpha. We can rule this planet if you defeat Superman. And they're like, bet. So while they're
and he's like, why not I just kill you? Why shouldn't I just kill you? And he's like, you don't want to do that? I have secrets.
What kind of secrets? Secrets?
Secrety secrets?
Secrety secrets?
And I'm like, there's no way Lex Luthor should be alive through this movie.
Bro, you ain't lying. And he's like, I got secrety secrets in my little black box. And it's right here. Want to see my little black box?
I think Lex Luthor was better in this movie as a character. But logistically, oh my gosh, no.
It made no sense for him to be there. I'm not going to lie to you.
He was just weaseling his way in. I want screen time.
He really was. And then also, how the fuck did he grow his hair so fast?
I don't know. I get like in the 80s, like Suther had hair because I've got a couple comic runs from the 80s, but good grief, like if you're gonna have hair, keep the hair. But if you're gonna stay bald, please stay bald.
Yeah, like
Consistency is important.
they're like, here's a ball cap, put it on, and then like 3 scenes later, full luscious hair. Well, maybe not luscious, but still.
No.
And you're like, see, that's what makes me think that they film these movies back to back. Because I'm like, the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like same uniform, same hairstyle. Then I'm like, he was just bald like 3 scenes ago.
Yep.
And nowhere did it indicate that there was a time skip.
Nope.
Am I wrong?
No, it's just like, boom. Hair.
Okay.
With Hims.com.
At Hims, we can solve all your supervillain needs.
Yep.
Have problems with a superhero? Oh, here, absorb our yellow sun pill. It'll give you superpowers.
Or just take this hair pill. It will help you with your overcompensation for your other problems through your male pattern baldness.
Oh, and while you're at it, why don't you apologize to your sidekick that you left out in the middle of the fucking prison? Like they did the poor buddy dirty.
They always do him dirty, though.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I enjoyed the movie more without him in it for this long?
I mean, I enjoyed all the rest of them. I didn't enjoy Luther at all because he's like,
no, Luther was just a spineless eel in this movie.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, please don't hurt me. You gotta kill Superman. You need me. And why do we need you?
I got secrets.
It's a secret basket for later.
Then he's like, hey, I found his house by just flying on my hot air balloon.
I know where his home is. I Xeroxed his address.
You did what?
I Xeroxed his address.
What?
Well, take us there. Okay. Oh, so he's like wetting and pissing himself.
He pretty much is. I think that was his secret, wasn't it?
That's his secret cap. I'm always scared and pissing my pants.
I know where Superman lives.
That's why you can't kill me. So we can kill you after. Please don't do that.
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
And it's just like, he's just so annoying.
And then even in the end, when he has an out with Superman, he's like, this is what Superman said to me.
Dude.
And he's like, you spineless worm.
I'm just like, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, he had it out to not be terrorized by these villains. And he's like, I'm going to throw you on the bus because I'm scared of them. There's more of them. And Superman's like, I called it. You little worm boy. You itty bitty worm boy that crawls in the dirt.
I mean, yeah, meanwhile, while this shit's going on, we get the whole Lois and Clark thing where she's like, you're Superman. No, oh. Yeah, you are. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to jump over Niagara Falls.
You're going to keep going?
Sorry, Megan's just... You okay, Megan? Ugh. Wait, what? Alright, anyways. Yeah, they're just at Niagara Falls, and she just jumps over, and he's just like, dude, if it was me, I'd been like, shit, cover's blown. I didn't see that X-ray, him shooting lasers into that log. I didn't see that coming. I thought he was about to be like, shit.
Oh, it wasn't he was like, he convinces her, and that he trips into the fire and doesn't get burnt. And he's like, fuck. Fucking yeah, gosh, damn it.
That's literally it.
And I was like, I'm just like, what the fuck? And she goes, maybe you subconsciously wanted to tell me, and I was like, I'm thinking to myself, no, he probably literally just tripped.
Dude, what if I have a theory, right? When I was watching this, hear me out.
Okay.
What if while they were filming,
No.
huh?
No.
But
Nope. In episode. Roll
okay,
curtains.
okay. As always, you can. No, I. What if he just like tripped up during filming and he's like, "Fuck," and he's just like,
And they were
"Lois,"
like, roll with it.
and everybody's just like, and he's like, "Lois, there's something happened," and he just starts doing that whole monologue. That's my theory, because I'm like, really?
Well, that doesn't make sense because he's like, I've got to. He went the extra mile to avoid telling her, and she's like, I'm giving you an out. You're gonna save me, and you can just admit it. And he's like, I don't know what you were talking about, lady.
Yeah, for real. And she's like, okay, and she just, wee, and he's like, no, 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 just runs down. And he's like, Lois, just being all whimsical and freaking out. I'm like, dude, if it was me, I would have just like jumped in there. I've been like, all right, cover's blown.
Okay, so later on in the movie, this is something that pissed me off. He does like the thing where he's moving so fast. He's doing the Flash thing where he's moving so fast, he's making double copies of himself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm like, why didn't you do that?
Oh, I thought they were doing that in the base. I thought that was just how I thought that was a booby trap. I didn't realize he was running in place.
No. He's like, this is an old school trick I figure out how to do. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you could have figured something out to make it so Clark Kent and Superman could be in the same room to help your ass. And nope.
Oh yeah. Okay. I thought, dude, that whole time I thought he was just like in the Fortress Solitude, just fucking with him.
He was fucking with him.
I mean, I know, but I thought it was like projections and stuff. I didn't realize he was running at like top speed.
Yeah, he was like running so fast that he left an after image, so it looked like he was there, but he actually wasn't.
Oh, okay. Meanwhile, we have the iconic shield throwing scene.
Yep.
You don't like that, do you?
No.
I thought it was cool.
I've got notes.
I thought it was cool that he just threw it. Although,
I thought it was cheesy, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Is this telekinesis? Is this like a psychic attack? What is happening?
nope, just rip off your shield and throw it. And then we'll edit to throwing one, throw it for visual effects, and then we'll cut to him being wrapped in a giant S blanket that we made.
Yep.
It'll
All right,
totally
Devin.
work.
You ready for my notes?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, we're going to start off with a light topic. Hydrogen bombs.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, that's right. This movie. Oh gosh, just because we were talking about 3 a little bit. Yeah, that's how this movie started.
Yep. So, hydrogen bombs, also known as H bombs or thermonuclear bombs, is a nuclear weapon that uses nuclear fission to create a massive explosion. So, how it works: an atomic bomb is detonated to create a high temperatures needed for a nuclear fusion. Hydrogen isotopes combined from the helium in a chain reaction. The explosion releases massive amounts of energy.
Okay.
The effects. The explosion creates a blast of intense heat, white light, shockwaves. The shockwaves can destroy structures within miles. The heat can cause firestorms. The explosion creates a radioactive fallout that can contaminate the area, water, and soil. So yeah, they're 100 more times powerful than the H bombs are 100 more times powerful than the atomic bombs. They're more compact and less mass than the first generation of nuclear weapons.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Mind blown.
You want to think about the wording of that?
Mind.
People died, Devin.
No, in this movie.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Oh. Mind learned.
There we go.
Knowledge full.
So the whole denial of being Superman was like a crazy journey for Lois and Clark, which we talked about. Learning to kick ass to be a peacemaker. Peacemaker is a wild 80s line.
I mean, it'd be like that.
Yep. Telekinetic powers isn't something Superman is known for, but it seems like Zod is exhibiting these, and then in the Fortress of Solitude, I think Superman exhibited that with Shield and a couple other things, and so I'm like, what the fuck? This is drawing into the old school Superman comics where he has every power because he can.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I think they were drawing their source material from, especially from those decades. That's why I take these movies with a grain of salt. I'm like, ooh.
Yep. Because we'll get to the ending.
No, it just got dark and.
Yeah, he normally records in the dark, and I don't know why he doesn't turn on a lamp.
My eyes. My eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking at just like two reflective things on of his glasses.
My eyes. Maybe I was trying to hide my ugliness.
That's actually where we're putting the Squarespace ad.
Wait, what, Megan? Oh, that's too damn bad. Wow, I haven't ate yet. Oh, okay.
We're about to take a break after this movie, Devin.
I thought you'd. All right, but I thought you were eating my portion. I was like,
I had like two or three noodles, and then I started choking on the.
The quicker we finish, the quicker we
anyways,
take a break.
Today's video is brought to you by Hamburger Helper. Don't eat your husband's portion. Anyways, back to it.
Using the flamethrower where there could be civilian casualties is insane and possibly a war crime. Zod seems genuinely interested in Earth, and Non and Ursa keep trying to flex their powers, and Zod looks annoyed and then doubles down.
Dude, he looks annoyed several times throughout this movie.
Yeah, but it's like he'll be genuinely interested in stuff, and then the two of them will do shit, and he's like, fuck it, we're doubling down.
Yeah.
You know?
I will say this. I enjoyed the acting throughout this one way better.
No, the acting was better.
And I'll be honest with you, the actor that played Zod,
He did a really good job.
I think, yeah. Very Shakespeare-y.
Yeah. I don't think the President of the United States has control of the whole planet. God, I hope he doesn't.
Oh, yeah. He's like, who's in charge? Kneel before Zod. You're not in charge. You kneel too early. Meanwhile, he's like, yeah, I'm in charge. Right here in the back. That's me. I'm in charge. How can I help you?
Yep.
And he's like, nah.
Zod is one of my favorite Superman villains because it makes Clark struggle with his empathy, especially with someone who can go blow to blow with him and doesn't have empathy.
Right.
What happens when you beat Superman in Metropolis, Devin?
He runs away.
No.
Dude, when the people
Metropolis comes after you.
Dude, listen.
They turn into Gotham City.
Listen, I thought it was about to be a bloodbath. And they're like, you know what? Ain't nobody whipping Superman's ass but us. They all come
That
at
is
him.
not what was said. It was like, nobody's hurting Superman. He protects us. And they all band together. And then normally they can't, like, weather the storm. And I think this is one of the worst examples of this. But it was a good example. But it is one of the worst. I think one of my favorite is the animated Justice League or Superman when Ralph Turpin dies. And they all stand up to like whoever like kicks their ass, and they're like, "No, you don't win here."
I think it was.
We'll
the animated
fight
one.
and we will die. But this man has done more than anything that you can ever do. And then Ralph Turpin gets killed.
Oof.
Yep.
But yeah, no. I also was confused why he fell back. So here's my thing: did he fall back because he knew he'd get a power upgrade from the base, or do you think he was running to because he was outgunned?
See, I assumed that because of the wind thing, I assumed he didn't want the people of Metropolis to get hurt. So I thought it was a tactical retreat to protect them.
I thought it was to get a power boost from the base.
I thought it was to save people.
Well,
Because that's kind of Superman's whole big thing. I have to protect people.
That's true. Although I'm not gonna lie, the whole trick with the red kryptonite, I thought was pretty good. But then I'm like, they just went to the bottom of the fortress. Is that like a death trap down there? That's another thing too. They just, hey, you lost your powers. Fall in a hole.
I don't know.
And I'm like,
I really don't know.
You're just not letting it bother you. It bothered me a little bit. I was like, that's it.
I don't think there was a good ending in this.
Don't think so.
A lot of these are like, we did a thing. How the fuck do we end this? Magic holes.
Just throw them in the hole.
Yeah. I like the version where he sends them back to the Phantom Zone once he figures out the tech.
Yeah,
that's why I like it when he gets a hold of the Phantom Zone's weapon.
Yeah.
Or transportation device. Because he's like, oh, these people are from Krypton. They may be good. And then he accidentally released something evil, and he has to come to terms with it, fight it, and seal it back.
It'd be like that.
Throwing the shield is stupid. Was it a psychic attack? I think it was a psychic attack.
I think it was just something they knew that was going to be meme worthy.
I don't think they knew what memes were back then.
They knew what they were doing.
Last note. Magic Forget Me Kiss is bullshit.
Dude, yes. I forgot about that. That pissed me off so much.
Yep, go on.
It just pissed me off because, like, oh, they're going to be together forever because, I mean, and I was like, oh, cool, they're going to be together forever. It's great. And then just, who am I? I'm Lois. What day is it? Clark, go get me a cheeseburger. And I'm like, oh my God. He did he wiped her memory. I don't know how he did it, but he did. And I'm like, this is so fucking stupid.
Yep.
But that's pretty much Superman 2.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm out of notes.
I've got nothing else to say.
What are you rating this?
I'm rating it a 7.
Okay. I am going up from my last score, and I am rating this a 8.75 out of 10.
Nice. Excuse me.
Thank Devin.
Sorry, did I cough in your ear?
Yeah, considering you coughed in the mic, buddy.
Sorry.
Let's see, 15 point. Huh. Got a new spot.
Really?
Yep. This is our first 15.75.
Go.
Man. Let's see. 15.75 out of 20. Let's see. Things that we rated at a 16 out of 20, though.
All right, go ahead.
Ant-Man.
Okay.
Ant-Man the Wasp.
Yeah.
Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Handsome Devil.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
The Gay Deceiver, 1969.
Mm.
The Santa Claus.
Yeah, Santa Claus series.
Thor.
Mm.
Tombstone.
Tombstone classic.
X-Men 2000.
Where it belongs.
And the things we rated at a 15.5 out of 20.
Really?
Yep. Alien Resurrection, A Very Merry Christmas, Avengers, El Camino Christmas, Love and Monsters, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, and Werewolf by Night.
Oh.
Yep. So, Devin, where can the people at home find us?
As always, you catch me on my podcast, the More Sports Podcast, and then Kyle's show, The Random Hour. It's our pop culture podcast where it's our nerd pop culture podcast, and we've had some awesome people come on the show, so go check them out. So always subscribe to the YouTube channel, Random Incorporated, where you can watch the video version of these episodes. And hey, follow us on Instagram at Rando Bucket Boys and on Twitter at Rando Corporate One.
Okay, Devin. What are your last words?
My last words. Let's see. Ooh, kneel before Zod.